Some people be like, oh my God, I can't do sound bowl and I can't do this because of religious beliefs. If those are any concerns, this has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with spirituality. It really is, how is my body aligning? How do I get back to a place of peace? Recognizing that when my body is out of alignment, say for example, if I'm having constant migraines and headaches, my crown is off. What is happening in my head that's making me have these constant headaches and these going through these constant battles? If I can't think clearly, if I'm indecisive, if I can't trust my intuition, I can't trust my decision making, what's going on? My throat. When I get that lump in my throat, or I feel like I can't speak my mind, or any of those things, then we have to start your throat. So let me play these along with me. So this is your crown. If you start feeling a sensation, when I'm playing the crown, you won't know because your eyes are going to be closed, but if you start feeling a sensation, then you will be able to recognize, oh, this is my crown. This my, okay, something going on with your intuition, right? This part in here, you know how you do this? And you're trying to figure out if you're seeing, your intuition is being clogged, right? You got to be able to trust your intuition. Throat. Most of us, especially Gen Xers, our voices were silenced when we were children. We were told, get over there, be seen and not heard. Shut up and be quiet. Your opinion don't matter. Stop talking back when you wasn't talking back and you was really trying. Oh, she looked at you. Tell on her, Naya. Tell on her. So that's the silencing of voices. And what happens is when we're silenced so very early, we don't know how to effectively communicate as adults. Got to reopen that throat. The heart, disappointment, resentment, abandonment, stress, all of that right there in that heart. The solar plexus. Solar plexus is right in here. This upper ad, your reproductive areas, menopause, perimenopause, menstrual cycles, all that good stuff. Sacral. We a little further in here, right? Our gut. Can't poop. Stress poop. Filled with poop. All of that, right? And then the root chakra is the lower level that covers all of these lower parts, your lower back. All of that is what these chakras are. So if you've never attended a sound bowl, let me just educate you on what's happening. Our bodies are filled with 85 to 90% of water, which is why when we don't drink enough water, we become what? Dehydrated. When we become dehydrated, we don't think clearly. We don't feel clearly. We're easily irritable and all of those kind of things. So our body responds. So for each bowl, your body is going to respond, and it's literally going to send the atoms moving throughout your body saying, this is where the healing needs to go. So as you're sitting there, you'll probably start off sitting up. It's okay to lay back. I promise you, you're going to get to a state of relaxation, all right? And so in that, I usually start with my chimes. So when you hear this, I'm going to be asking you to take a deep breath. Relaxing your shoulders, right? I don't want to see anybody doing this. And when I say release it, we're going to release it, not pushing. Doctors say, hold it right there and push it out. I need some real feeling of your lungs. You're going to feel euphoric. Meaning you're going to have a little dizziness that may go on and, that kind of thing. But I'm going to have you to hold it for 4 seconds. I promise you I'm not going to let you pass out. I ain't going to let you go under, none of that. But then when I say release, and you're going to let it go. And we're going to drop it all off. So we're going to get started. And you're going to get the opportunity. The second sheet, I'll go through it afterwards, which is about ketamine therapy, just to let you all know that there are some other modalities that I work with in healing and mental health, so that way you can get a full abundance of what's going on. So we're going to start. I'm going to start with an affirmation because I need to clear some energy. First things you know, if you're sitting with anything crossed, if you need to uncross it, so it does not restrict, I can't uncross, but if you need to uncross it, please do so, because hands crossed, all of that will restrict energy in your body. If you need something to put under your knees, grab another mat to put under your knees. I don't want anybody walking away with a hurting back, okay? Lay back whenever your body says lay back, and just relax. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have us to breathe, and then I'm going to have you to recite an affirmation so that we can bring the right energy into the room. Deep breath in. Hold that breath. I'll do the counting. Don't worry about counting. Get out of your head. Now slowly release that breath. Deep breath in. Yeah. Start visualizing your relaxation. Slowly release. Say this affirmation. This moment is for me.
This moment is for me.
I deserve relaxation.
I deserve relaxation.
And I'm open to it.
And I am open to it.
Deep breath in. And slow release. breath in. And slowly release that breath. Wiggle your toes, your fingers. Bring yourself back into a place of existence. Don't rush to rise, but rise when your body says so. Open your eyes whenever you're ready. I heard some Sounds like relaxation to me. What do y'all think?
Felt amazing.
Amazing. You got your second dose?
Yeah, I got my second.
I saw some legs squirming, so I went around and started putting
Thank you.
pillows underneath. That's like, they need some support, some cushions. So what do you all think, especially the first timers?
I could definitely like resonate with, I don't know, like something over here,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like, and then at one point, like, I was like, I need to put my hands here. I don't know
Uh-huh.
why.
That
So
was
like
when I was hitting the
that-
solar plexus,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I kept saying somebody is having some reproductive, menstrual, all of those kind of issues, perimenopausal issues, because it kept calling, and then the throat chakra.
Yes.
There it is. I was like, okay, I'm beating this throat chakra a lot, and then the third eye.
Yes.
It was like somebody is not confident in their own intuition, not confident in their own thoughts, always seeking validation. So yeah, I picked it up. I picked it up. So who else has some feedback?
It was relaxing then, I'm guessing.
And falling asleep is a means of your body responding, saying, I finally don't have to be in defense. I heard some snoring. I'm not sure where it came from, but I heard it. Which is okay, because I'm used to it, because you really give yourself permission to lull into a deep place of relaxation, which is what your body deserves. Anybody else have anything?
Sounds were more intensified.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just got louder and louder.
It was calling your body. It was calling your body. I saw when you started squirming. I said, okay, all right. So I'm watching everybody, in their movement. One, because as a practitioner, I need to make sure there isn't an adverse response as well, because I've had people that have had adverse response and they didn't share with me their underlying medical conditions, because individuals that have issues with their heart and stuff like that, I push them to the back of the room, because the bowls can become extremely intense, because it's looking to try to heal, and that could make some pains come up for you that's unfamiliar. Anybody else with feedback?
I fell asleep. Well, I don't know if it was sleep, because I swear I was conscious the whole time, and then I was like, oh, I'm up now. So I don't know, but
You lulled into another realm.
Okay.
I watched your body
Okay.
as it began to settle into a space of saying, this isn't my area, let me go to the next level. And then when I saw that, I was like, okay. So you all probably drifted into some realms that you had never visited before, because you didn't know that consciously or subconsciously you could do that, to take your place, to a place of relaxation and really honoring yourself. Who gives of themselves too much? Force give of yourself too much, because oftentimes you're not asked to, you just feel like you need to. And like I shared in the last session, you're robbing the bank. You're literally depleting yourself from all of your natural ability, because you're always trying to give, because that's what you were told to do, give of yourself. Well, what happens when nobody's pouring back into you? Depleted.
Tequila.
Right. But on the real, when you think about it, when our bodies are dehydrated, we become irritable, anxious, sleep disturbances, gut issues, heart issues, and things of that nature. This is pulling your water back into place. It's saying, I need a filling here. And so that means you need to check in and say, what am I pouring out? that I'm not replenishing. And then know that it's okay to say, I can take care of me. I can make me a priority as a mom, as a daughter, as a wife, as whomsoever will let them come with whatever titles they are. You have a right to prioritize yourself, even as this baby, as a teenager. Really understanding that I have a voice. And I need to be able to say, I don't really like this, so I'm not going to do it anymore. Or I don't like you talking to me this way. I don't like you handling me. All those kind of things. When we don't address those things, what do y'all think happens in the body? They build up and they get trapped. And when they get trapped is when y'all have to come see me. So that we can push that release valve to help you release some of that, which is part of what I'm doing today too, is introducing you all to the thought about ketamine therapy as well. I gave you a little handout on ketamine therapy. Of course, those are yours to take. I also do clinical hypnotherapy. Ketamine therapy is the opportunity to utilize medication to help you get into a full state of relaxation so you can address your trauma. Most people are afraid to address their trauma, especially in a conscious state, because their bodies remember the pain of trauma. Ketamine helps you to go deeper into relaxation, and then it gives you an opportunity. I love watching people under ketamine because they start seeing vivid colors and they meet their ancestors somewhere up there and they have conversations, they have realizations, and they then have this awakening that I don't have to hurt anymore. I can heal from this place. So that's what ketamine is. I know ketamine has been getting a bad rap because, you know, you had those people that was abusing it and overdosing the artists and entertainers and stuff like that. That is not what this is. It is a prescription medication program that you have to be approved of. There has to be some levels of anxiety, depression, or other mental health things that's causing a disruption in your life, but definitely trauma. I'm a trauma therapist, so I am going to get to the root of the trauma. We're going to dig deep as your spirit will allow you to go. And sometimes your spirit may put up a fight and I'm going to go deeper. Because what I recognize is that until we address the trauma in our life, our bodies does not adequately heal and it does not adequately rejuvenate and restore. We owe that to ourselves to be connected to what is trauma. What does it look like for me? My trauma may not look like yours. My coping may not look like yours. That's why you can't judge how somebody responds to a situation, because all of us are different. Okay? So I wanted to just share those two things. Of course, the chakra chart, I want you all to take a moment and look at it and see. Don't look at the trauma bond. Look at the healing affirmations. Look at what organs and systems were impacted, and then the healing affirmation, and then read one out loud for me, whatever it is, even if you duplicate something that somebody else says.
I wanted to tell you this time, I was getting like deep pings on the sacral, the third eye and the crown. It was just, like, very intense.
I literally was playing them together to the point where my watch picked up that I was doing an elliptical exercise. I was like, I don't know who is driving this, but okay, we just gonna go with it. Okay, so it was you. Yes, ma'am.
Let me just say, for me, it's hard to silence the noise.
Yes.
Coming in, trying to get all that out of my body. It was difficult, but I had to, go in deep to relax.
You finally gave yourself permission halfway through.
Yes.
I was watching you. I was watching you, and I was like, she fighting, but that's all right. We're going to keep working. And so what I'm going to say to you, this can't be your last round, right? Because internally, you're holding too much is what I'm picking up. And you want to save people's feelings so you don't share your truth. And it's eating you up on the inside. Sometimes you even grapple with happiness because you want to say what's true. You can't ignore you for folks. And I don't know why I'm saying this, because you know we went to high school together, but I don't know what's going on in your personal life. But even with children, you got to give them breath, right? And be able to say, listen, I am more than your help out. I am more than your go-to. I'm human, and I deserve to be seen as human. I don't know why I'm pulling that, but that's what I'm pulling. And so you got to release that, and you have to not be afraid to let go. That's where your fear is letting go, because you feel like there's going to be some judgment behind it. Baby, the folks that are going to try to judge you can't help you. They need your help. You can't worry about that. Can't worry about that. So I'm glad that you finally reached that place so that you could say, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. So happy. So happy. Anybody else before we read the affirmations? Oh, bless you. So that is a systematic response to releasing of toxin. In the first one, my body was kicking up and was coughing. I was like, okay, well, let's go and get this out, right? And so I need you all to know that even after you read your affirmations, a couple of things. One, make sure you hydrate. Even though you don't feel like you sweated, your body released some water. So you need to rehydrate. Make sure you journal. You're probably going to have some thoughts a couple of hours from now. You're like, what is this? Make sure you journal those thoughts so that you can stay in tune with yourself. Number 3, if you're not connected with a therapist, connect with a therapist. That means there's some stuff that's going on in your body that you need to work through so that you can get that released. The last thing is, where are my handy dandy tools? So they got the opportunity in the first session to experience these. These are tools that I use when I'm directly touching someone because they have some unprocessed pain, some trapped trauma in their body and things of that nature. So if this is something that you need, I use it on my knees a lot, especially when I'm sitting like this because I had my knees replaced. So I'll go in and release the pressure from it. The last session, everybody had shoulder, neck, low back pain. And so tell them what your experience was like when I came through with this.
Oh gosh, okay, so she did, I could feel the vibrations going, even after she finished. I felt it definitely right in here. When I'm here, it's tight.
Yes.
I got recommended. I need a massage. Bad.
Okay.
Yes.
Her body
bad.
was like, I was like, yo, it's like a brick wall. We need to get you some massage. We need to start working through that. So if anybody wants to do this, just let me know and I'll walk through. Okay. And I'll walk through. What I'll have you all do is sit in the chairs. You're going to horse straddle the chairs if it's your back, if it's your area where you're having some issues. One lady had issues with her ovaries and stuff like that, so we tapped into that part of her body. So wherever you need that. So who's found an affirmation associated with your chakra that you want to read? Go.
The affirmation is, I am safe, I am grounded, and I deserve stability.
And which chakra was that for?
The root chakra.
The root chakra. So what they're telling me is your lower part of your body is your issues, legs, all of that. I saw that with your back.
Yes.
Right? And so that's why your body was going out there. So it gave you some self-care practices that you can implement to help really bring that back into space for you so you can begin to feel your healing. All right, who's next?
I reclaim my power and trust myself fully.
Ooh, the solar plexus. All of this in here. And so how often do you have issues like pooping, issues with just releasing, passing gas, all of that is trapped in your body? Yeah. And so that's the reason why I resonated with you. And so when these were going off, I'm sure your body was saying, help me. Okay. All right, next.
It could only be one.
It can be whatever you need it to be.
Well, the
She
first
good. CG, she good. She good. We don't pressure teens, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why. And I'll come back to you, Nessa. I don't pressure children and teens because likely this is their first experiences, and I need them to know and honor the power of their voice.
Yes.
When I won't say overparent, but sometimes as parents we overdirect,
Yes.
and it robs them of their voice. And so then you get angry and irritated when they shut down, where they're shutting down because their voice doesn't feel safe.
Got it.
Okay? So we have to honor that space, and that's for anyone. If you're talking to someone, you have a significant other or whatever, and they all of a sudden go into shut down, it's not safe. So we have to create a safe space for people to say, I don't like when you get in public and you be like, do this, right? And not take it offensively,
Right.
but them being able to express it. Now, the counter is express it in a manner that is still respectful so the person can hear that they have issues with things. All right, what you got?
Well, with that being said, I'm pulling, because you know I'm pulling. How do you identify when you're not over parenting, but when you're over directing, so that you can kind of, oh, wait.
Oh, your body will give you the signal.
When you're doing it to
Yes,
someone
you
else,
Your body, because you'll still get a little tickle in your own throat. You'll still get a little activity in your own chest saying, you need to chill out. We ignore it because we're so into, I gotta tell them this. Versus, hold on, what's this twinge in my body, right, that I'm experiencing? We don't like to be corrected either, right? And as parents, we think we gotta always get it right. Ain't none of us perfect as parents. Period. It just doesn't happen. Because the truth is each child that we have, we parent differently. Our grandchildren, we parent totally differently. So the truth is I set intentions every day. I literally wake up, my day starts with gratitude. Then I grab my lemon water to hydrate. And then I do some mild stretching, especially before I come to work out. The reason why my day starts that way is because I ground what I want my day to look like. So I set my intentions. Anyone that I talk to, the words that come out of my mouth, whether it's my children, grandchildren, my clients, friends, family, whomever, are intentional words to build them up, to listen to what they're saying, and to assess if they're saying something that's causing me to have a somatic response. If I'm having a response to either something that I'm saying or something I'm hearing, I have to check in with me. What was that about? What made me feel? I was all the way in Greece and something came up and I was like, whoa! Oh. So I'm in Greece saying, all right, come on, let's go ground this thing. Let's go figure out what's going on. But you have to do that. So when you're parenting, we want to, one, am I doing to my children the thing that I didn't want done to me as a child? Number one. Number two, am I creating a safe space so that they can come back and actually have conversations with me? Number three, and this is for the adult children, am I giving them room to develop their own identity as adults and honoring that space? Then lastly, have I checked in with me to figure out what's going on with me? Have I checked in with me? Because we are going to running. But we won't look at us because we're so busy correcting everybody else. If we start with our own check-in, you start your day, gratitude check-in, right? Then I can move in a direction of saying, I'm open to hear, because we're all spiritual beings, so we need to have energy, air openings so that we can hear. So the answer to your question is always check in with you. Second thing that I would say is in your check-in, set the intentions by utilizing your words. When I talk to my children, when I see a situation, when I do this, and what even influences, I dismiss things that are not serving me. Because people can project their stuff on you. You don't have to accept the projection, right? You can really just be able to say, that's not my stuff, that's their stuff. Let me handle my stuff, right? A lot of us get extra heavy, spiritually heavy, carrying around other people's baggage.
I can relate to that because I live with my in-laws, so it's like, well, you should be parenting this way, or you're not strict enough, or their rooms wouldn't look like this, or so. Right.
And you can hear all of that, and you don't have to consume it. You don't have to consume it, and don't take it personal. That's their perspective, right? Your check-in is, what lessons do I want to teach my children? So when they're not with me, they can be productive decision makers. Don't get consumed with all of that, because, listen, our mom and them did the best that they could. And a lot of stuff that they did would be highly frowned upon now, right? And so they get stuck in their ways, and it's okay for them to be stuck. You don't have to take it on. It could easily be, okay, thank you for sharing that feedback, and keep on going.
Keep it moving.
Don't take it personal, because the moment you take it personal, it gets trapped where? In your body, in your head. And now you're fighting an air battle, because you're saying, I don't want to say nothing, I don't want to make no way, da 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 da. So now I'm fighting an air battle. Why would you want to do that? It ain't personal. All right, all right, y'all, pick them shoes up. Keep on going.
So how do you do the check-in when you're angry?
Oh, very good question. I like that. So the first thing with the check-in is, why am I angry? Why is my body and my mind sounding off from a point of anger? Anger is associated with 3 major areas: rejection, abandonment, and disappointment. That is what anger is anchored in: rejection, abandonment, and disappointment. So you have to ask yourself, am I feeling rejection? Was I abandoned? And abandoned doesn't mean that someone left you, but they could have left you abandoned in your thoughts. They could have left you abandoned in your feelings and said, you're just too sensitive, get over it. That kind of thing, right? And disappointment. I had an expectation that I probably didn't voice, and it left me hurt. That's where anger comes from. So what you want to do when your body is feeling anger, check in with that. What am I feeling? 2, what message do I need to get out to the person that I need to speak to, and why? What do I do if they don't respond in a healthy way? And how do I heal me? Right? The healing me part comes in saying, if it's not my baggage, I can let it go. Anger gives other people emotional control over you. That ain't what you want. You don't want to give that to anybody else. So what I would say is, with anger, sit down, make a list. Why am I angry? What would I like to see? And what will I implement? The implementation is usually going to come with boundaries and consequences. The problem with boundaries is people don't like to enforce the consequence, because the consequence could mean, I ain't talking to you. Ever. Forgive you, love you, can't deal with you. A lot of people are afraid of that because they're afraid to be left alone. And so you have to know where that's coming from. So start with that first, is really breaking it down. And I promise y'all, by the end of the year, I'm gonna have this trauma bond healing journal out. It's turning more into a book than an actual journal. It's a lot of journal prompts in it, but it's literally, I'm at 45 pages. That's not a journal, that's a book. And I hadn't even gotten halfway through. So by the end of the year, I plan on getting it out. So I plan on getting some help out there. But if you need additional resources, don't hesitate to text me, call me, or email me. What was your other one? Was that it? Oh, well, those the first. Okay, go for it. I'm sorry.
Question. No, you okay. I told you I was pulling on you. Okay, I have another question. I'm sorry, but it has something to do with it. When you said pick an affirmation, are you saying pick one that we would like to resonate with, or are you saying coming up out of the space that we were in, which one is calling to you?
I would say come up out of here with. All of those are really good affirmations anyway that you can implement and say daily. You know how I say breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Do your affirmations. Treat it like you're eating every day. Recite your affirmations. But out of here specifically, what part of your body resonated with the sound bowl that gave you the connection to say, let me affirm this, versus affirming the trauma bond. Does that make sense? Okay. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does.
All right.
I am safe, I am grounded, and I deserve stability.
Do which one?
I am safe, I am grounded, and I deserve stability.
Absolutely. I could see that very well for you. I could see that very well for you. And so if you look at that last column, it has self-practices in it. I want you all to try to incorporate some of those self-practices. Intentionally setting 10 minutes a day. I always tell my clients, I only ask for 10 minutes. Anything over that is an extra bonus and a gift. But if you can give yourself 10 minutes a day to affirm yourself, like with you, Anaya, with you being a teen, when you're in there and you're putting your eyeshadow on and getting your face together for school, just say, I'm beautiful and I love me. I accept all of me regardless of what's going on. I'm empowered and I have a voice that needs to be heard. You want to start now learning how to affirm yourself. One, because it removes the power of external validation. You know, that need for somebody to see you and say, oh, you're pretty. Well, why can't I tell myself that? Why can't I accept that for me? Right? Why can't I say, hey, you know, you're all right with me. Thank you for showing up. And usually my gratitude is, hey girl, thank you for showing up today. We got some lives to impact and some things to do, but before we can do that, what's up with you? How are you feeling? You good? All right. You not good? All right, let's talk about it. Let's tap in and see what's going on. That's how I have my morning conversation starting off. And so it strengthens me because then I immediately go into, all right, God, what you got? What's up? What you need me for today? How are we doing this thing? And kind of go from there and giving yourself that sense of peace and that sense of restoration and personal support. A lot of us get trapped because we just want someone and have always wanted and needed someone to see us. But you're not seeing yourself. Everything that you want to happen externally, you have to begin to do internally for yourself. Does that make sense, y'all? Okay. Anybody else before we start tapping into this personal touch zone?
I had two.
Okay.
I trust my intuition and see clearly, and I am connected to divine wisdom and open to higher guidance.
Yes, talking about that crown. That crown. Yeah, the crown is on the back. And really tapping into that self-empowerment piece. Trusting yourself. You know, one of the things I ask my clients all the time, do you trust you with you? Most people are like, yeah, I do. Okay, well, let's talk about it. And the moment I say that, nah, hold on, Marcia. I think I'm kind of fudging a little bit. Because the truth is, we don't trust ourselves with ourselves, because if we were, we wouldn't negative self-talk. We wouldn't lack a trust in our gifts and our abilities. We would know how to encourage and cheer us on. Yeah. So that's a good question to start asking yourself. Hey, do I trust you with this?
I listened to this lady, Mel Robbins, I think is her name.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that what she does every day, she looks in the mirror and she gives herself a high five because she's like, I have to do life with you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I was
Absolutely.
like,
Yeah.
that's so true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We don't think about that, you know.
Exactly.
The first thing we usually do is like, oh, I should be looking like this, or I could do better with it. Not just, oh, you're doing a good job.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I look in the mirror and when I do my mirror work, which is every day, and I just look and say, you know, you're your greatest asset. You know, you're your greatest asset. Everything about you. You're your greatest asset. Yeah, get that high five. Be that cheerleader. You need to be the biggest cheerleader in your life. Because when you depend on other people to cheer you on, that is where disappointment comes.
That's exactly where it is.
So stop doing that.
Yep.
Trust you with you. Love you for you. Your biggest competition is you. Comparison is the thief of joy, so stop comparing yourself to what others have done, said, or are doing, because you don't know their journey. You don't know how they got to where they got, how they do the things that they do, and it's not your job to know either. Okay. Anything else before we do our touch into?
I'm gonna honor myself and see my second one. My voice is valuable, and I speak my truth with confidence.
And I've been waiting on you to say it. I said, if she don't say it out loud, then I'm gonna bring it to her attention. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And doing that, I would say, I won't second guess my voice. Yeah. I won't second guess my voice. Yeah, my voice is powerful. My voice is strong and it deserves to be heard in every aspect of my life. Yeah. Good job, ladies. Good job, good job. So